How do you work with Black Osar? That's a proof, fam. Peace and blessings. This is Derric Moore. And in this video, I wanted to talk about how to work with Black Osar, or who's also known as the Lord of the Underworld. First of all, I wanted to let you know that there's two types of Osiris that are depicted in the story of Osir. Okay, I remember in Greek, the Greek people called him Osiris. Okay, but there's two depictions of Osir in the story of Osir. From a shamanistic perspective, the first Osir that we come across is the one who is the one who teaches everyone, teaches his people. He loves his people, and the people love him. But for the most part, he is, again, from a shamanistic perspective, for the most part, he's naive. This is the reason why he's very trusting, and unfortunately, that leads to his early, his demise, his death. Okay. The second Osir that is actually mentioned in the story of Osir is the one who's been resurrected. This is the Osir that basically shows up or appears to, after the body parts of Osir have been collected, when they perform the opening of the mouth ceremony, Empu and Jehuti, Offset, Nebhet, when, Haru's there, when they go ahead and they perform the opening of the mouth ceremony, this is a different Osir. This Osir basically, for the most part, once he is resurrected, he is, he kind of, he learns from his mistakes. He understands and he sees, okay, well, everybody has, the divine within them, but everybody's not at that level of being, acting or behaving as a divine being, such as his youngest brother Set, who murdered him. This Osir is a different type of Osir. This is the Lord of the Underworld. And he is depicted constantly, or he's depicted basically as, a Osir that is basically in pure black. Okay. The black, again, is a reference to that hidden realm, the Kamta, the underworld. All right. This Osir basically is all about one thing. And like I said, he's learned from his mistakes. He detests alcohol because of his mistake. So this type of Osir is different from the first Osir that we read about in the legend. The Lord of the Underworld, or this Osir, or Black Osir, basically is all about helping people with, that second chance. Because after all, like I said before, he's already experienced that. He's experienced what happens when you're naive, and so forth and so on. So he helps people with second chances. He helps people to overcome, to deal with enemies. He protects people from enemies. He is the one who basically spoke on or interceded on Haru's behalf, which led to Haru basically defeating Set in the tribunal, and resulted in him and Haru getting the double Peshent crown. Okay, so this is a different type of Osir, and the way in which he worked with this Osir, who is, like I said, referred to him as Black Osir, is to understand that basically there's a thing in shamanism. Whenever something resonates with you, you basically have the power to manipulate it. And what Osir, for the most part, what he teaches, when you go ahead, this Black Osir, when you're if you start to deal with him, what he teaches is basically how to manipulate death. Okay. So when I'm saying death, I'm talking about all these experiences, everything that basically could lead to any of these this early situation. This is what he manipulates. So he can help with rebirth. He can help with addiction, help you overcome addiction. He can protect you from all forms of enemy. Okay. Like I said, this is a Black Osar. And this Black Osar is very, very strong, very, very powerful. To build a rapport with him, to work with him. What I have found the easiest way to do this is basically you would take, you have to read the story of Osir again. Read the story of Osir and read it and really try your best to see if you can connect to the Lord of the Underworld, who basically appears at the end of the story. Okay. Once you go ahead and you've read that and you've tried your best to commit it to memory and everything, another way in which I found to build a rapport with the Lord of the Underworld is basically to set up a het for him, or a house, a spiritual house for him, let me rephrase that, for him and his spirits. And what you would do is you would, you want to use the color black. And like I said, this is different from the other Osir, and we're dealing with this from a shamanistic and from an esoteric perspective. So you want to go ahead, you want to, like I said, get the color, get like an altar cloth or so. You want it to be black. You want to have maybe like, fake or toy or symbolic animals that symbolize that night, the underworld, that symbolize that realm, such as like a model of a bat, or toy bats or something like that. Owls are also a good, another good animal for that. Another way to go ahead and, like I said, this is, you have to go ahead and work with your intuition when you're dealing with this. Another way to go ahead and to connect and build a rapport with, this Osir is basically, just go ahead and you want to work with them. You want to meditate. And, even if you're not able to, get a picture like the picture I'm showing here, if you're not able to get that picture, or if you're not able to, get the little, get like a black altar cloth or so, like I said, just really try to connect to him or connect with him using the story of Osir. Okay, see if you can connect to the Lord from that way. Now, the way to actually work with him after you've gone ahead, you've made that connection with him. The way to work with him is, like I said, it's really simple. What you're going to do is get a black candle. And like I said, it's real simple, but you go ahead and get a black candle, and those are the candles that basically you're going to light to him as offerings. So say for instance, you want to go ahead and you want to, I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, let's say for example, you want to go ahead and you want to remove some heavy thought forms and negative spirits, or you want to remove these type of influences from your house, or from your home, from your dwelling. Well, like a simple ritual that you could do is, if you went ahead and you got a black candle, that's going to be the candle that you're going to make an offering or use as an offering to him. You can take like a little bowl of white salt. You can pour some sea salt. If you're able to get black salt, that'll work even better. But you're going to go ahead and basically what you do is, light the candle, make that offering to him, ask him to bless that salt so that it removes all the negative influences from your home or from wherever your dwelling is. And that's pretty much it. Once the candle goes ahead and it extinguishes itself, you take that salt and you, for the most part, like I said, you sprinkle it all over your place, all over your dwelling or so. And that's one of the ways in which, that's what I'm saying, it's real simple. That's one of the ways in which you can go ahead and you can work with them. Another way you can work with him, because like I said, this Osir is the one who really detests alcohol because of what happened. So he will help with addictions. If you want to, you want to overcome an addiction, or even if you want to, you want protection from, from some enemy or whatever. again, light that black candle, take an image of yourself and everything. Tell Ausair, hey, protect me, protect whomever this is, or, help this individual, or help me to overcome this addiction. And, like I said, light that black candle and just contemplate on that. See yourself automatically doing that, and see yourself automatically being, recovering from that or being protected or whatever the case may be. Do that repetitively for a little bit. And then, once the candle extinguishes, you're good, okay? And you can repeat that as many times as you possibly want to, until you get the desired results. And that's what I'm saying. It's real simple to go in here and work with Black Osar, okay? So anyway, like I said, I hope that helps you. I just got that in. Someone was asking, hey, do you know anything about this, or you got any ideas about this? And, so this is what I'm sharing. Once again, as I've stated before, thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you got any questions, you got any comments or so, feel free to drop me a line. Other than that, talk to you later. Hetapoo. Peace.
Just take it on. Just take it on to the house. Come on, Tigolo. Be strong. Be strong, Tigolo. Be strong. Just take it home.